yesterday was a hard day. A hard day indeed. I feel pretty much the same from yesterday, so let's just move on. Weight loss surgery. What's going on with that? So I have a super funny story to tell you. And it was pretty intense. So, all right. First things first. Remember this. If I don't eat, like when I'm hungry, like right now I don't have a full-time position, so I've just been doing little odd jobs that I can find on Craigslist and things like that. If I don't if I don't eat and I end up eating at the end of the day and I've only ate one time that day, I'll eat too fast and I will make myself sick. It don't matter. I'm not eating meat. So it can just become that it might just become that I eat too fast and I will make myself so nauseous. So remembering to chew 30 times, wait 30 seconds is like really real, because then like what happens is when you eat too fast versus when you eat too much or you eat something you're not supposed to. Like when you eat something you're not supposed to, it's gonna come out. Period, point blank. It's coming out. When you eat something maybe too greasy or whatever. But when it comes to, sorry, you distracted me. Excuse me. But when you eat too fast sometimes, but sometimes you will throw up. But the worst thing is you won't. And so what are you going? Oh, okay. So you won't throw up, and it'll just, your stomach will just be so upset. Your stomach will be upset, you won't be feeling good, and it'll take like 30, 45 minutes for you to feel regular. Versus when you eat something bad, like something you're not supposed to eat, the moment you throw up, most of the time, you're good. You're good. But you feel so much better. I feel so much better. Like, I feel like I was never sick, like 2 seconds ago. It's not like when you're sick and you have to throw up, and then you throw up and you feel bad, and you throw up and some more. No, it's like right when whatever was not supposed to be in there comes out, you're good. So that's always a vibe. So anyways, all right, boom. I wanted to tell you guys about that. And and drinking too fast is intense. And I have thrown up from drinking too fast, because you're supposed to take sips, but then you can't use a straw. But straws are meant for sipping. It's the thing. So before I had weight loss, okay, the rest of this is about to get real and detailed about my bowel movements. If you don't like that, click this shit off, because it's about to get real. I'll give you a second. Good boy. You good boy. Mwah. Mwah. Okay, you ready? Boom. So I have always had bowel movement problems. Do not get me wrong. That's always something that I've struggled with. I just don't go a lot. I've never been the type of person that go to the bathroom every single day. Normally, if I can go like twice a week, I'm lit. And that's pre-surgery. Pre-surgery, then this surgery. Like, it's always been my reality. Never pooped a lot. And so, okay. So with this surgery, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Me not going to the bathroom every day. No, I was going to the bathroom every day when I was having that apple juice. I was drinking apple juice, girl. Like, I mean, like the guy off Shameless with his drinks. What's his name? Frank? Baby, me and Frank was head to head. Him with the licky. Me with the apple juice. But then I was like, oh, I don't want to keep drinking apple juice, because that was for my pre-op diet, and I'm not drinking water. I'm just drinking apple juice. And apple juice has so many calories, and I'm not trying to just drink all my calories in a day. Because I'm telling you, I was going through, like, I'm talking about just apple juice going crazy, but I was going to the bathroom the most regular I have been going to the bathroom in a long time. So I went ahead and cut out the apple juice, right? And so then after that, I now got back to the normal schedule program as to just not going to the bathroom every single day. And so, okay, when I finally went the other day, right, it wouldn't come out. Girl, I went to the bathroom just confident. Oh, I gotta go? Say less. Went, sat down, and was like, So it hurt. So I called babe. I'm like, babe, it won't come out. And he's like, what do you mean it won't come out? And I'm like, it won't come out. Like he's like, you just gotta push. And I'm like, but don't you get like an anal fissure or something if you do that? And he's like, I don't know, you just gotta push. Don't listen to him. Okay, so I called my grandma or whatever, and so she was like, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, and don't stop until it will go by itself. All right, bet. I stand up, I sit down, stand up, I sit down. It helps it a little bit, but ultimately I did end up having to push. But girl, when I say my bottom was sore, it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. So I just was sitting on my side and everything because my bottom ain't never hurt like that before. All right, cool. Literally like a couple of days later, I go to the bathroom. Girl, I thought the first time was bad. I was running outside with the dogs. We running, we playing or whatever. And then I said, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. The way it was feeling was like it was gonna be loose. Like I was gonna have diarrhea. So I was like, oh, I need to get going. And so, I'm really scurrying from the front yard all the way to the back of the house to go to the bathroom. And then I sat down, girl, I'm talking about blockage. It was not moving, but it felt like a rushing sensation. Like tight your booty up and, waddle walk. But then you sit down. All right, cool. So it wasn't coming out. Call babe. Babe, it's not coming out. So he's like, just do the same thing. So, all right, I sit up, I stand up, I sit down, I stand up, I sit down, stand up, I sit down, stand up, sit down. Now, last time, it was like halfway through is when it stopped working. Baby, it was from the tip. It was from the rip on this one. Nothing was coming out. And so I was just like, oh my God. So like, it hurts. Like, and so then the more and more I sat up and down, I stood up and down, I stood up and down, I really started to like, my body, like in the middle of my back, women, it felt like the worst cramps in my life. I don't know, to give you a reference to men. But I just could not get it out. I couldn't get it out. So I started crying. So I called my best friend and I was like, best friend, I don't know what to do. Like, it really, really hurts. And so then he's like, you need to go to the hospital. But my best friend knows me. So when I didn't say nothing to that, he was like, all right, let me get on Google. I'm not going to the hospital. What do I need to do at home to do it? Because no, what are they going to... I want to know before I go to the hospital, is this something that I can do to myself? Or is it something that like some kind of remedy? I'm not going to the hospital if I don't gotta go to the hospital. I don't like going to hospitals unless I'm getting cut the fuck up. And if you're not cutting me the fuck up, I'm not going there for y'all to charge me $6,000 just to look in my eye and be like, you got pink eye. No, duh, bitch. I knew that. Anyways, so I don't go to the hospital. That's not a thing. So he was like, all right, you're gonna have to get a water. He's like, you got an enema? And I was like, no, what is that? And so then he was like, you're gonna need to go get enema. So then I'm like, what is that? So he says what it is. He's like, it's gonna be gross, but you can get a water bottle and you can put it up your bottom and you gotta sit in a certain position and whatever, and then you gotta wet the stool because it has dried out and it's hardened, and that's why it's not coming out. My best friend's so smart. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? So I was like, all right, bet. So I'm a big girl, so I got in that position and then I couldn't reach my booty. So I was like, babe, now mind you, me and my boyfriend are like 2 months in, like, and so I'm like, babe, I need you to put this water bottle on my butt. Mind you, he brought me the warm water bottle. I was like, I need you to put this warm water bottle on my butt. And he was like, what? Nigga, or girl, no. And I was like, but yes. And he was like, no, Tay, I can't do that. But I was in pain. So I was like really mean. And I'm like, you're gonna shove this water bottle up my ass. So then he was like, man, what the fuck, bro? Like, this is some bullshit. So he gets the water bottle, he puts it down there, and that shit felt so weird. So, all right, boom. Best friend's like, give it a couple minutes, whatever. I gave it a couple minutes, sit on the toilet. Right when I pushed a little, my behind started to hurt so bad. I screamed, girl. I screamed. So then I stood up. I was like, ooh, no, oh. But when I sat down, that rushing feeling... When I sat down, that rushing feeling, it was like, it was coming out, but it wasn't. But it just kept pushing itself, right? But because I wasn't pushing, I was like sucking it in almost. So I had to stand up. I stood up. I said, "Friend, it ain't gonna work." He said, "Okay, Tay, you're gonna have to go to the hospital. What they're gonna do is they're gonna, they're gonna go in and they're gonna break up the stool for you." I said, "How are they gonna go in and break up the stool for me?" He was like, "A lot of times if they don't have equipment, they may have some kind of equipment now, but back in my day, they just put on the glove and went in there." So I'm like, so you want me to go to the hospital so someone can figure my butt? I can figure my own butt. Trust and believe. So I got me a glove, some coconut oil, and I went to town. And I had to break up the stool in my bottom to get it out. I was in so much pain. Like, I'm laughing, I'm smiling now, but I was crying. So I had to break it up. break it up. And then when it finally did come out, it was still big, but now it's just big chunks. So I stood up, and then I was on the phone with my best friend, and I'm like, it's not, yo. Yes? The door's locked. I'm not getting up. What you want? Huh? You know where the bowel is? Oh shit, I think it's in the car for real. Damn. I'm gonna go get one later. You want me to go to the dollar store? Go get one? Oh yeah, could you? Yeah. And can you get some detergent or like washing clothes powder? Yeah, I got you. All right, thank you. So it was big chunks of it, but it was still huge. So I was standing up, right? I'll never forget it. I was on the phone with my best friend. I said, "Best friend, it's still not coming out, baby." Bam, bam. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on, bam, bam. He don't listen to his daddy. Bam. You got a potty? So it came, I was standing up, telling my best friend, like, it's not coming out, it's not coming out. So then out of nowhere, it just rushed out. As I was standing up, I just screamed because it came out so fast, so hard. I had no control over it. And I've never experienced that a day in my life. And so then I was standing up, and so then I flopped down. So then I flopped down, and luckily everything was contained when I finally did make it out or whatever. But I just never felt that before. And I say that to say, now I take stool softeners every day. Yeah. You ain't gonna play with me. Because you know what I'm saying? Everybody like a little booty play, but not like that. I don't like it like that. I don't want that. No more. I'm proud of myself, though. Because I was really in there getting it in, honey. I'm talking, he said small circles around the edges to make it to where it can get to the canal. But I was in that motherfucker like, I was really doing that thing, girl. I'm telling you, like, and I was like pushing it just a little bit so I can like reach all of it, get far down in there, girl. Like, and I really don't even do booty play, but I just took it like a champ. Anyways, that's pretty gross. But yeah, so that was my stool catastrophe. And so then I just couldn't believe that my boo really put a water bottle on my booty for me. He really liked me. I swear, I think he really liked me because I could never. So I think that the emotions is really big. But we ain't got to get into it. Me and him know where we at with it. No, actually, it was really hard to have to ask anyone to do that, but especially someone that you're, having sex with. What's wrong with you? So, yeah, that was my stool catastrophe that I felt like I should come and tell you guys about to prepare yourself, to make sure that you're taking all your vitamins. I may or may not be doing that correctly. And then stool softeners, and just prepare yourself for that. Be regular and go to the hospital too if you do have blockage. No, sir. And yeah, so I'm going to post some